Can you spit out of your ass?
Why not?
I said, can you spit out of your ass?
And I said, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, so spit out of your ass.
Okay. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another podcast. It's your boy Luke.
And Grif.
And we're back here with another banger. What is this, 25? Missed out on 24?
It's still 24.
Oh.
Last episode was 23. Yeah, Luke wasn't here because you were at a wedding. How did that go?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Right. Pretty good. People got married, you know. People.
Did you get married?
No.
That's no shocker. Not a shocker.
I mean, that's probably not going to happen for another
6 minutes.
5.
5 what? Okay. Welcome back. Episode 24 of the Thought Cluster. Now, this is technically the season finale. However, we are mixing things up.
That's scary. Are we going to talk about that? Because that seems like a thing that we
I don't want to talk about too much because, we're supposed to be not talking about that, but, we'll just get...
Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry.
Asshole.
The ringer's got to be off.
We won't talk about it much, but basically, this is the end of... 20... Because we're going to do 24 episodes every season, and this is the season finale, right?
Right.
But we're not doing season anymore. So after 24, we're just going to go to 25, and we're just going to keep going with it. Because we don't... I just don't feel like there's any need for seasons, because nothing really changes. It's not like a show where it progresses. It's just more topics.
Let me get into the minds of the viewers here. Let me ask you this one time, okay? Now, what about the break? Well, somebody said something about a break a while back. Is that still going to happen between the metaphorical seasons?
No.
Okay.
We may
well,
take,
there you go,
we may take a week after this episode, maybe, just to reestablish the base ground stairs.
Yeah, we also need to do something about...
Yeah, that'll just slowly progress. But yeah, we'll come back with 25 and we're just going to keep going so there won't be any seasons because there's no need for seasons. It's not like we're going from conspiracies to porn to weird porn. You know, it's just... there's just no need for it. So we're just going to keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Plus it'd be cooler to have podcast episode 1000 rather than 24. We hit it for the third time in a row. Just stupid. But yeah, so welcome back. Podcast episode Thought Cluster 24.
Episode Thought Cluster. We're back at it with 24.
By the way, I want to clear something up in the last podcast. You weren't here, you sick fuck.
Yeah.
But I did mention at one point, I don't even know if anyone got to that point or if anyone even cares about that, but I mentioned in a Norwegian film called Trolls. It's actually called Troll Hunters, and it's Norwegian, and it's a good movie, and I just want to get that out there. It's subtitled.
You talked about this at one point.
I don't think I'm here yet.
Not on here, but to me at least.
Yeah, I probably told you. It's a Norwegian film and it's subtitles, and I already told you that I don't like subtitles, but it's a good movie. It's cool. There's trolls in it, and basically, the trolls aren't like little fucks. They're like giant fucking.
I got that was the one thing that you mentioned.
What?
It was just that.
What do you mean?
Just the movie. Yeah. Thank you, Griffin.
Well, because I said it was trolls last episode, but it's
Trolls
Hunters.
Hunter.
So if someone's been looking for it, they're like, what? Trolls?
Yeah, because I know there's that fucking animated movie, Trolls, and they're like, why can't I find an actual fucking movie?
They've been watching that. They're like, he likes this movie? This is the one
garbage.
he picked? No, I don't think is there one Trolls? Yeah, I guess so. But there's also Smurfs, which is basically the same fucking thing.
No, there's a movie called Trolls.
Do you want to kick her off?
I said you were gonna.
Oh my god. Defensive.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I said I was going to do something kind of special for this episode, and we're not going to do that. We're going to keep... No, I'm kidding. I do have a little special topic that I want to talk about. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, wait, hold on. Now, do you want it to be special, and me to,
You to what? It involves both of us.
Okay, all right. I just didn't know if you.
Why wouldn't it involve both of us?
No, I mean like an icebreaker, like a.
Yeah. We're not gonna get to that yet. That'll be
all right.
Here in a minute. I got a couple things I want to talk about before that. And then one is kind of a segue into that. Okay. But for one, I want to talk about this because I've never. Okay, have you ever had a haunted experience or anything like that? You have?
Yeah. Remember when me and you were together?
When?
And we were down there in that thing.
In the house?
Basement? Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't a presence of a demon. I literally felt like there was someone down there. Like an actual person that was hiding.
I don't know. That
shit's
fucking haunting.
So for context, we'll give them context and then we'll elaborate.
Okay, alright.
So we went to this house and it was I mean, it was a broken down, worn out house. It was
abandoned.
Yeah, it was abandoned. That's a good word. Abandoned. That's the only word. But it was an abandoned house, and late at night we got into the house because we had been there before, and we wanted to get down and go into the basement because it was super creepy. So we did, and while we were down there, obviously there's no like drywall anymore. It's just kind of like the bare.
It's just the concrete.
The bare bones
like, walls
of the wood or whatever. Yeah. Like the studs and shit. A bunch of studs just hanging out there.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of college guys
the
just down there.
walls were just...
There's a bunch of college guys down there.
They're just sitting down there just like...
studs.
Yeah, what's up?
they're, how you doing?
How you doing? You want to drink?
How you doing? But there was this big like radiator or whatever, what was it? The air conditioning unit? Like the big fucking...
In the middle of the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was that. And I kind of creeped back there because me and Luke were in separate areas. It was a pretty small basement. Like maybe a little bit bigger than my room.
There was like 2 or 3 rooms.
Yeah, very small. And they were all pretty open. But I walked back there, and I swear to God, I heard like a shh of like a foot moving on the pavement, and I just felt like I'm not alone. And it wasn't because I was with you. I felt like there was someone else standing down there with us, and I kind of like slowly got Luke to like kind of leave. I'm like, yeah, let's get out of here or whatever. And I know you wanted to stay, and obviously I wanted to stay too, but like I was like, gotta get out of here. And once we were like well on our way back to the house, I told him like what was going on.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I didn't want to like be like, we gotta get the fuck out, and then the dude chase us. So I wanted to like be as casual as possible. And I think I was, because you didn't suspect anything.
No,
yet.
I didn't.
But I don't know. I don't know if I was right. Maybe I just had a weird feeling. Maybe it was an animal. I don't know. I just feel like an animal would have made more noise. It just seems so human.
Yeah, there was a raccoon down there at one time in the vents.
Yeah. But this was like level with me. Yeah. This was like, I heard that on the pavement because it was all pavement down there, and it was like had a bunch of like trash and shit on it.
Yeah, that shit's weird. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
But that wasn't like a paranormal feeling.
Like that to me is like paranormal because like you don't know if it was there or not, but like
yeah, I mean, I guess it could have been a ghost.
You know what I mean?
Possibly.
Like you don't know if it was actually there, but you could definitely feel it. Like it was within you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just know like being around people that are like kind of sketchy or whatever. That was like the feeling. So I wouldn't say it was paranormal, but I guess it could be.
I can understand that.
But I've never had like a paranormal experience where something moved or something happened or I like felt cold. You know how like you'll feel like cold or you'll feel certain presences? I haven't felt that kind of feeling before.
I haven't felt those either.
Okay. But do you believe in like that other dimension of like ghosts?
Like spirits and stuff like that? Like things like...
Because we know you're a holy man.
Well, okay, I believe in like spirits and stuff like that and like...
Like Gandhi and shit?
No.
I'm kidding.
Gandhi's just floating around.
Oh,
no.
Shit.
There's fucking Gandhi. There you go.
Get out.
No. I believe
Gandhi got in again.
I believe in, like, spirits to the fact of, like,
like, school spirit. Go take Earth.
No. Like,
go
fucking,
to Earth.
Like, when you die, okay, and your consciousness, like, obviously has to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So where does it go? My easiest answer, and I've been talking about this at one point, like, to what happens after death, but, like, my easiest answer that I could ever think of is spirits. Like, you just, like, your consciousness just becomes, like, this, like, thing, you know, that floats around. But,
so you believe in, like, a soul?
Yeah, I believe in, like, a soul and, like, a spirit, and, like, they live after, like, your material self. But, I mean, to the fact of, like, paranormal aspect of it, to, like, where the spirits would, like, haunt certain people, or, like, do certain things, or would interact with the material world in a certain way to, like, spook somebody. I don't know. Yeah. That just doesn't seem...
I agree with you.
Real to
pretty
me,
much 100%. But I think I have an answer to kind of like what you're saying. Like, you don't know why they would spook. Okay, I think that... And I know this is from The Conjuring, but this is also, like, real kind of shit that people talk about. Basically, when we die, obviously, yeah, we go to the spirit world or whatever the fuck it is, right? You go to, like, the other dimension or whatever's going on. Or maybe you're just kind of floating around here.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe you just get trapped in a tube or some shit. Tubes.
Tubes.
What
is it made out of? Tubes.
What's your motorcycle made out of?
Tubes.
Tubes and glass. We'll talk about that here in a minute.
God, that was such an inside joke. Nobody has no idea what's going on.
Well, we'll tell you guys here in a minute, if we remember. But yeah, I think that when we die, as people who have walked the earth, I think that we go to a certain place as well. But I think there are demons or other beings like that have never walked the earth. They've always been a part of the spirit world, and I think they're the ones that can interact. Because I feel like they're fueled by evil and anger, and I feel like they can interact.
So, like angels and demons.
Yeah.
But only in spirit form.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they all are in that kind of sense.
Well, yeah, okay, I can imagine that, yeah.
And me and my dad were talking about this actually last night about like souls and that he believes in souls. And there was this scientist. I don't remember what his name is, and he didn't remember what his name was either.
He's a man. Scientist.
A scientist. I met a man there. A scientist. That's from The Walking Dead. Sorry. But he said that in this guy's test or whatever, the scientist, he wanted to prove that people had a soul. And he had a bunch of people, and they would like lay there or whatever. And I don't know if he killed them or not. Like obviously some sketchy times in history, but
was this in America?
I don't think so. I think he was German. I'm not sure. I generally
human
don't know.
testing is not.
I'll try it out. I'll try it out here in a minute.
I'll try it out.
I'll test it. I mean, I'll search it up here in a minute. Yeah, while you talk about the next thing. But what he did is people would die on like these bins or whatever, these metal like bins or whatever, like little trays for like surgery and shit like that, and they would always consistently weigh 7 ounces less, and all their fluids and everything was still like in the pan and shit like that, but they would always weigh 7 ounces less. God damn.
7 ounces.
Mm-hmm. Which for me, I feel like it could be air. It could be a lot of things, because I know in wrestling when we had to step on the scale, like one, you don't drink water or anything like that, and when you get on the scale, they actually tell you if you're like close to out of your weight or whatever, you go, you get all the air out of it, and then you step on the scale.
Right.
That's what we would do. So like, in 7 ounces, that's 7 ounces. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. Like.
Yeah. So I mean, when you do die, all the air that's in your lungs just kind of.
Well, and your sphincter goes.
It just.
Here's your asshole now. Here's it when you die. Just falls out.
Everything just.
Yeah, I think that's cool to think about, but I don't know about that.
That like souls.
He never proved anything, but like the evidence is there. Like there's something. I just think it's air.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe it's a soul, but I don't think. I just don't think that. I'm not saying that I don't believe in a soul. I'm saying that test doesn't prove that we have a soul or not.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a soul is really. It's not really interacting with this world.
Yeah, it's not material.
I think our conscience.
There's spirits and then there's a material.
I think our conscience is here, but I don't think our spirit's here. I've always thought that our spirit is like, I mean, even like the upside down, like our spirit is underneath us.
Right.
Or, you know, maybe it's in our shadow, or it's in a totally different dimension, and it's just kind of like linear with us.
I think that our spirits are like.
I think that our universe is really one of many.
I think they're inside of us, but like to the point where it's like non-accessible.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you can access it. There's no way that you can have a surgery to get like to find it or like anything like that. But it's just inside of you.
I just don't think it's. I literally don't think it's a part of our dimension.
Right.
Like our like perceivable conscious. Yeah. Like we don't.
Think like it's not like it's within you.
Can't fucking like get to it.
Like you can't get to it from our world.
Let me see if I can find the scientist's name.
Like that. I don't know. That just it's weird to me because also, like spirits, like okay with the demons and angels thing, like they're obviously in like religious terms, like demons and angels were like meant to be like fighting each other or whatever, like constantly at war to like protect the humanity, I guess.
Do you believe that?
I mean, I don't know. Like it'd be cool to think about, to like think that there's like this like holy war going on in like a different dimension. You know what I mean? Like that would be fucking.
I just
weird.
don't think that I mean, are we really that important?
But how they would play with it? Well, I mean, we talked about this. Remember? What if we're just like a fucking research plan to somebody else, or like what if we're just like this weird?
I don't believe in the theory that
species that just was put here. You know what I mean?
I've never believed in the theory of like humans are like we are the best it's gonna get as far as like life or anything like that. I don't believe that. I think that's pretty like shitty to think, because like. I don't know, it's just putting too much on us. It's like, oh, we're this great. You know, like people thought we were the center of the universe. Or people think, like, there's an actual theory that, like, okay, we're here in this room. So in my mind, nothing else, like, the front of my house and everything else outside of this room, obviously I can see that, but, like, anything I can't see doesn't exist unless I walk into it. I just think that's kind of like a self-centered way to think.
Yeah, especially since we're the only ones that can comprehend that.
Yeah.
You know, because there's no animal, I mean... This is also a dickwad statement, but not really because it's true. But we're the only like living things on planet Earth that can comprehend that.
Yeah, I mean, I think creativity is what sets us apart, and we've talked about this.
Yeah, but I think
talked about this in church.
To the fact of like to take those creative thoughts that far to the fact of like, oh well, nothing exists.
It's overestimating us.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Then that's.
But I think we also underestimate ourselves too.
I think that we could definitely do a lot more if we were like, okay, yeah. I agree. We underestimate ourselves not in the fact of saying, like, oh, we could definitely do better, or, like, oh, we could definitely do this.
But like, thinking we're the center of the universe.
In the fact of, number one, that, and also, two, in the fact of, like, working together. Because, like, if you think about it, if we pulled, like, the smartest people from each country and put them together and just had them work on, like, literally whatever the fuck, we'd probably get a lot farther than we did, or that we do right now with just the people that we have with our own resources. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Being the only, like, race or, like, species on the planet that can comprehend a certain amount of things, why not work together to do as much as we could and actually figure out if there is something else out there that is like us, you know what I mean? Like aliens or another sentient species that can, like, think for themselves but on a different planet.
I think we underestimate ourselves a lot as well, because like people are like, oh, you're just another animal. Now people don't understand the fact that we are animals,
right?
And that's what I think is so fucking amazing. We are animals. At one point, we were doing what the coyotes and shit
yeah,
were doing.
We were primitive at one point.
We were rubbing fucking dirt and shit and mud on ourselves to keep the skeeters off. We were just hunting for fish. Like we were doing that stuff because we were animals. We still are animals. Yes, we're just really intelligent. The only difference between us and them is the fact that our habitats are fucking dope. Like this house, this is our habitat. That's a human habitat. Like you got foxholes and shit like that those fuckers crawl in. Snakes have little holes, and bears, they make like little
hut.
Yeah, little shits or whatever. These are ours. We just live our lives a lot different because we're way, 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 way smarter. And it's cool to think about the fact that like humans are. I think we're a very, very powerful species as far as on our Earth. I mean, in a sense, we
are the most powerful.
We're almost gods on our Earth.
We are
because
the most
think
powerful.
About this. I'm not saying as a one. I'm not saying one of us.
As intelligence-wise.
I'm saying as a whole, the human race is... we're gods on this planet, and the fact that, like, we found out a way to make nature. Like, we made fire, one of the most powerful things in all of nature.
Right.
And we have, like, wind tunnels. We can replicate fucking tornadoes and shit like that. We can replicate
we have wave
gravity.
Pools and stuff like that.
We can replicate gravity.
We
do that shit for fun,
We can also turn it off.
Yeah, we can turn off gravity.
It on.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Houses didn't exist before us. Guitars, music didn't really... it didn't exist. It wasn't a thing. Now, certain vibrations and stuff and how animals communicated, obviously, that was a thing.
That was a thing. That was what...
But headphones, computers, cars, planes, being able to fly with...
Being that intelligent.
A coyote should never fly. It will never fly because it's not smart enough to know how. Humans learn how to.
With, like, makeshift wings just flying across the sky.
Human population is the ultimate fucking... reasoning behind, like, hold my beer. A human was sitting there, okay? Just, like, chilling. It had a can of beer in the year fucking 8, okay? And I don't know how it had a can of beer.
Year 8.
It doesn't matter, okay? It was sitting there on its buddies on the back porch, and it saw a bird fly by, and it went, hold my beer. And then it made a plane, and then flew. And that's how humans did it. We are the ultimate fucking case of hold my beer.
I don't know about that, but I know what you're trying to say.
Saying.
Yeah, I can understand.
So humans are fucking dope, but... we're also retarded because of the anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, we're also really fucking retarded.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, anti-vaxxers. No, but I can agree with that. Like, there are some... Okay,
I thought you were saying with anti-vaxxers.
No,
I can agree with so many
No, I can agree with the anti-vax... No. Fuck, I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. No, but okay, so if you, as a human, stoop so low to believe into... like, as to put your mind into something so... below your level, you know what I mean? Like, that would suck.
In 1907, Massachusetts, a doctor named Duncan McDougall performed an unusual series of experiments. Yeah, this is the guy. So that's the guy.
So,
McDougall.
Now, did he kill him, or did he just let him die?
Let's see.
Let him die.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like organ donors or like people that donated their bodies to science. They would lay there, and then they would die, and it was like that. But yeah.
I don't get how you can just lay there and die, though.
Human soul weighs 3/4 of an ounce, or 21 grams. So 21 grams. That's what he claimed to be the soul. But 21 grams, it's not a lot, but that's definitely something. You can't say it's not.
Right.
So it's interesting to think about, but I don't think
that a soul
that's
can be measured.
Well, I don't think that's true. But I think it's an interesting concept that he tried that.
Right.
Because I wouldn't think to try that. That's cool. But yeah, anyway, back to that. Back to what you were saying about us being the center.
But yeah, no, yeah.
So Luke thinks he's the center of the universe.
Yeah. I'm obviously peak tip-top performance human shape right now.
As you just lagged.
Dip, hot. Yeah.
But yeah.
That's pretty interesting, though. I don't know, dude.
I mean, you could
Spirits
talk
and
about this shit all day.
But we really didn't even talk about, like, paranormal activity, though.
I know, but like...
But, like, the demons and shit like that. Like, why? What is their motive towards a certain human being? Like, why do they go after a certain human being? Or why is it their target?
I literally think they're just fucking about. I think they generally want to inflict terror. And I feel like some of them are tortured souls. Like, do you know some of you guys might know Julian Somalita. He's not like us. We wouldn't know him. He's a YouTuber. But he's with Jenna Marbles. Like, that's her hubby.
Oh, yeah.
And he did this series, a fucking genius, brilliant-ass series, where it's called Last Minute Trips. They would throw a dart at...
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
At the United States map, and then they would just fucking go to that place. And usually it was a small town, but they'd run into cool people and do awesome things. And in one of them, they ran into this, like, town. It was raining. They didn't have anything to do, so they were just drawn to do this, like, haunted prison thing. And in this prison, I think it was like some odd of like 23,000 people died in it, which is fucking nuts for how small this place was. And there was actually the first known female serial killer in there who killed like 120 men or something like that because she would just stab them. So her spirit is in there, and what she'll do is the men that enter, that she will scratch at their feet. She'll scratch at them, and on a bad day, she'll torment women as well. Well, if there's shit like that happens, so like she's a tormented soul, so she was already like that in today's world, which that would disprove my theory of like...
They just fuck about.
No, it just being demons, people who have never walked the earth. Because she walked the earth and was bad, but I think she had so much evil energy, because imagine killing 120 people. I mean, most people, I mean, I would say 99.9 is fucking off the wall. But no, most people, I would say 99.99999% of people don't kill anyone for their entire lives.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like in our lives, it's really safe to say we're never going to have to kill anyone. I mean, you're just never going to have to. There's really no reason.
Unless something happened by accident.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, she intentionally killed 100 plus people. Yeah.
You know, just stabbing people.
In my mind, there's no reason why I'd ever need to kill someone.
Yeah.
Besides, like, you know, if they're attacking you and stuff like that. But, like, as far as, like...
Self-defense.
Yeah.
But, like, as an
But even so, that's still
assault,
killing someone. You'd still live with that. You still carry that. But, like... That's someone who's very, very evil. She is in the minority of that. Because that's just... I mean, that's not... And people say this all the time, like, when the whole school shooter... I'm a school shooter. I'm a scooter shooter.
I'm a scooter shooter.
But when people were talking about the whole school shooter thing, kids in my grade, obviously, some of them were fucking about, like me, and then some of them were dead serious, and they were like, no. If someone came in the building, I'd fuck them up. I'd fuck them up so bad, I'd kill them. No, you wouldn't. You really wouldn't. Do you know how many people in our school, there was 3,000 kids in our school.
Right.
Way back when I went to high school. There were 3,000. I mean, probably a little more, a little less, whatever. But out of those 3,000 people, I think that there's maybe 5 that would actually step up and kill someone. Like, I think it's a very, very small, like, people who who do heroic acts of, like, oh my God, you saved that girl from that burning building, you did this stuff, and they always say, like, oh, I mean, I just did what anyone would have done, any good person. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you stepped up, that's
like
crazy shit. Because most people, you want to leave. It's self-preservation, you want to live. Which, I mean, I understand, but, like, those few people, that's a valuable thing, that's crazy to do. Which I think we all should, I don't know why we're not all like that, though.
Yeah.
If we're supposed to be this tight, I mean, like you said, if we're so divided... But if we all brought it together, we'd be a lot smarter, a lot stronger.
And I can't say that I would be that type of person to, like, go out and, like...
Yeah, because we don't
do
know.
that kind of shit, because I've never been in a situation where it's like, oh, I need to do this. Yeah. Or, like, I have that urge to go in there and, like, save that person. I can't say that I would do that. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I feel like that I would, because of how my personality is.
I feel like anyone would want to do that.
Yeah, but, like, it's like... you'd probably have second thoughts, like extreme.
But yeah, if you've done anything like that, I mean, you should be very proud of yourself.
Don't
let it go to your head.
You should win a Nobel Peace Prize.
But anyway, so she's obviously in the minority of killing that many people, so that's a lot of evil that she's carrying with her to the next dimension.
Right, which means that she's the tortured soul that is allowed to come back. Well, now, let me ask you this one time. Depending on how evil you were, or how much evil you carry with you, depending on what you get, what does that allow you... This is a weird way to phrase this. How does that... Or what's the borderline that allows you to come back and be able to interact with the material world?
I don't think it's a privilege. Like her obviously coming back because like, oh, you're so evil, you get to come back and torment these people. I think it's a punishment. Now she's trapped in that prison. You know, she can't leave. She doesn't go anywhere. She's trapped in this dimension, but also in that prison to just fuck with people. That's it. That's all she can do. Which I'm sure is fun for maybe a day, but like I'm sure she's getting tortured constantly because like that's all she can do.
Okay.
You know,
right?
Know,
okay, now let me ask. So for a good person, a person that didn't carry any evil with them, like for you and I, yeah, if we were to die or whatever.
I don't know. I hate that kid. No, I'm kidding.
But if we died or whatever, and our spirits were to go into this like spirit world, would we still be able to interact with the material world?
I think so.
But how
I think
so?
I don't know. I can't comprehend.
And
that.
would our minds be the same? Would we want to just be fucking around with people and just be like, "Ha, dude, that'd be funny as shit." If we did that.
I don't think fucking around with people. I don't think that comes with it. I think that's your punishment.
Is that you don't get to fuck around with people?
No, is that you don't get your paradise. You don't get to live in peace and live in this supposed harmony that heaven should be, right?
Right.
She has to stay there and just fuck with those people.
With good people.
Think about how big the world is.
Good people, would you be able to, like, as our spirits, if we did nothing wrong and we ended everything on a good note, would we be able to go where we wanted to as a spirit?
Maybe. Maybe you're just free to
interact
travel
with
around.
the material world as we pleased.
More often than not, ghost interactions are... I know people always hype it up as like, oh my god, it was a crazy thing. But majority, if you talk to someone who, like, you can tell had an actual experience of, like, an apparition or whatever the fuck, something fucking with them, usually it's a dead relative who is trying to talk to you, like, trying to help you. Like, my sister, when she was born, no one knows how this happened. But when she was being born, she always talks about... Now, I don't remember being born. Obviously, it happened a long time ago, and I didn't become conscious till I was maybe 17. Okay, I didn't know what was going on. I'm 18 now.
I mean, honestly.
But when she was born, and I think I don't know, she was maybe 5 at the time. Not when she was born, but like later, 5 years later.
Comes out 5 years old. Hey guys, I'm ready to fuck
shit up. But she talks about how she remembers her grandpa, which is my mom's grandma's husband. That's who that is. So wait, my mom's.
Yeah, I was about to be like...
My mom's husband. That's who that was.
Okay,
she
so
remembers...
so it was your mom's grandma.
Yeah, great-grandma. Okay. Or great-grandma, that's a good way.
Your great-grandma or your mom's
great-grandma?
Jeez Louise.
So my sister remembers her husband holding her. And, like, just having a moment and just holding her, and then they just kind of, like, broke apart. And they tried to explain to Ashley that he had died several years, maybe even a decade before she was born. So it was impossible. But Ashley, like, swore by it, and she started freaking out. She's like, no, we were together. And that happened. That's a real memory that she still has with her today. Weird. I wish we would have talked about it when she was on, but that's a real thing. And so, like, how do you explain that?
Right.
Something that impossible. Maybe she saw a picture and some shit got fucked up in her head. I don't know. But, like, I feel like the human mind makes things worse. So, like, I feel like if it was just a picture or just, like, something that she saw, I mean, she would have never even seen him. I don't know if she would have really been able to, like, comprehend
who it even was.
Yeah, who it was and what the situation was. And if it was, I think it would have gone south, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I just think that, like, just a beautiful little thing like that, like, I feel like there's something else going on.
And that's weird because when I was born...
What?
Yeah, when I was born. Wait a minute, you're going to tell me something? No,
you were born. I've been that too.
No, but when I was born, so originally...
I came out of a cow's ass. Just crawled out, started sucking on the udder. What?
I don't know if that was a firework or what, but something just fucking blew up.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so...
A rocket just flies.
When I was born, my name was going to be apparently Nathaniel. Yeah.
Hey guys. Oh, that wouldn't have worked at all.
Nathaniel and Grif.
It would have been the Grif and Nate podcast.
Yeah, Nate.
God, Nate's not
okay, anyways.
Wait, do you remember Big Nate or something? What was it?
Yeah, it was Big Nate, yeah. But
it's
anyways.
A book. It's not
so
a guy.
my name was going to be Nathaniel, and then...
I could see Nathaniel.
My mom actually thought of Luke, and then took it to my dad, and my dad was like, hey, I like that name a lot better. So, a good thing I'm Luke. But anyways.
Funny, I was going to be Blake.
Really?
My dad wanted to name me Blake, and my mom was like, no. They were, like, about to name me Nate. Like, they were just about to sign that. Oh, Grif. But they went with Grif, but fucked it in the ass.
Yeah, because you only have one F.
Yeah, and an E. I have to explain to everybody. Dude, you don't know how many times, like, on, like, illegal documents that people spell wrong, and I'm just
they
like...
They spell it Griffin.
Yeah, and I just don't even... I'm just like, it's fine.
Every time I see the word, if I see the
FBI
word
come
Griffin,
looking for me, they're never gonna find me.
Yeah,
They're
honestly.
just not gonna know.
There's so many illegal documents that are
God
traced to
damn.
a different name. This guy hides his tracks well.
This guy's fucking half of my dad.
But so anyway, so when I was born, my aunt had
Aunt May?
No, my Aunt Robin had a child, and his name was Ethan. But when he was born born with severe defects, birth defects, or whatever. And so they airlifted it off to like a different hospital or whatever and put him on life support. But he didn't make it.
Rip.
And so they had already named him and everything. They already picked out his name and whatnot.
They get mad at the baby. God, we already fucking
come on.
named you.
But he would have been like 25, like June 30th. That was his birthday.
Damn.
Yeah. So he would have been
weird to
25
think
years
about.
old. And we were thinking about it the other day, and apparently Natalie came up with my middle name, because you know my middle name is Ethan. And so I know that my middle name is Ethan because of Ethan, my cousin. But I never really knew how it got to be. Like if my mom was just like, oh, is it okay if I name my son Ethan? And apparently Natalie came to my mom and said we should name him Ethan. And my mom was like, is there any significance about that? Like, do you know who Ethan is?
Why?
And Natalie was just like, no, I just think he should be Ethan. Like, she had no idea that Ethan...
About that story?
Yeah. She had no idea about Ethan. Because she thought... My mom didn't tell Natalie because she thought that Natalie would be scared that I would die.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, she never told her about Ethan. But Natalie came to my mom with the name Ethan.
So who is Ethan's gonna be? I'm sorry?
My cousins.
Okay.
And so, it was just super bizarre that Natalie, of all people, thought of that name, to bring it to me. And then my mom was like, who said that to you or whatever? And she was just like, oh, God said it to me and stuff like that. It was just like these super weird, like events or whatever. And then obviously my mom was just like, yeah, that's, we might not name him Ethan, but we'll put it as middle name. And then she asked, obviously.
Okay, Ethan, Nathaniel, and... Well, yeah, those two, they work for you. I think they would work.
Ethan and Nathaniel?
Yeah.
I think it'd be good
Blake
as an
would work.
Ethan.
I don't think Blake would work for me. Hey, I'm Blake. It just wouldn't work. Plus, I've never met, a nice Blake.
I only know one nice Blake, and it's not even his real name, it's his middle name.
Yeah, makes sense. Every Blake that I've ever, encountered has always been like... Hey! Just, I don't know what that emotion was, but...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
but that's so weird.
So I feel like there's some shit going on. I mean, I believe in karma, 100%. I believe
Really?
that what you put out, it always comes back.
I believe in the highs and the lows of life. So if you have an extreme low, or it lasts for a really long time, you're gonna have a really high. You're gonna be happy.
I don't know if I believe in that.
For a really good time.
I believe in balance, for sure.
Because, I remember one night, I was, feeling super low or whatever, super depressed and, just super, just... No. But I was just feeling, super low, super down. And then the next day, I was in the car, and just a super, a song came on or whatever, and just put me in, a super good mood. And, for the rest of that day, I was just, really in, a really, really happy, nice, good mood. It was weird. I've never acted like that before.
I just think it's
just,
balance.
super happy.
I genuinely think it's balance.
Yeah, no, you have to have the highs to have the lows, and you have to have the lows to have the highs.
I've never believed in just being happy constantly. And when I was going through the main portion of puberty, so from I don't know 13 to I guess now 13 to I would say probably 10 to
6.
freshman year. So 10 to probably 10 to 14.
Right.
That was my main hit or whatever, and I was mad all the time because I didn't really know what the fuck was going on.
Those mood swings, fucking.
Yeah, I just got pissed, and I was just mad all the time because I'd always been a happy little kid, a happy little chubby fuck, right? And I didn't know. I know there needed to be balance. I had that in my head. I've had that in my head for a while. So I was I'll just fucking be mad. I don't know what else to do, so I'll just be mad all the time. And I was just mad all the time. And I didn't know what I was mad at. But now, when I'm sad, I'm still somewhat happy just to the fact that, I know that, everything's gonna be fine. Like when you're really, really happy, and I don't really believe in being fucking happy positive all the time, because that's fucking psychotic. If you were happy all the time, I'd slit your throat and dig a hole out back.
Well, okay, I act happy all the time.
I know, but I hate people that are
genuinely
forcing positivity. If you're genuinely happy all the time, kudos to you. But like, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in forcing yourself to be happy all the time, because like that's bullshit.
Just having
be pissed off. It's fine.
Just having one emotion is not healthy.
I'm like,
especially if it's the best emotion.
I'm pretty neutral. Like I'm never really like this is the best way to describe it. I'm fine. That's it. I'm never like, oh my god, fuck yeah. If I am, it's like that. Or I'm never like, god damn it. You know, but I'm at a balance where I'm never super like fucking depressed, or I'm never super happy. And I'm happy with it.
I can understand that.
And I think that's how it should be. Maybe just for me. I mean, I feel like it's different for everybody. Some people need to be happy all the time.
I mean, most of the time for me, like, with my personality, I get pushed around a lot. Like, especially by hey.
Fucking nerd.
But, like, and obviously that bothers me at some point, and, like, sometimes. But for me, instead of, like, bringing attention to it in that time and in that situation, I just push it down. Which is weird.
That's not good.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is,
you need an outlet.
And I do have outlets. I've learned to cope with that kind of stuff. But like also, yeah. But in my mind, it's easier to just push it down and then forget about it in a certain time, and it's a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
And then to let it go at a different time, than to bring attention to it and then make it a big deal.
It's like what I was talking about with Zach. Remember because Zach's a very we haven't got him on yet. You guys don't know him. He's been on my channel like once, but it's like for just a little Hershey squirt of time. Great guy. Shout out Zach.
He's got some slow.
He's a big guy.
Not very long screen time.
But he's a very confrontational person, and he likes that. And I understand that. I can understand that because sometimes you just want to like fucking argue, and I think that's good. But there's times where like he'll do it, and it's just like. Come on.
Like, don't fucking do it.
And I wanted to, like, understand why he did, so I was, like, talking to him. I'm like, you know, there's just times where, like, you just don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, but I like it. And I'm like, I know that. But, like, sometimes it's easier just to, like, swallow it. And you just move on.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But I think he genuinely gets joy out of pissing people off. So, like, if that's how you do it, I guess, okay.
Yeah, and, like, I remember one time this dude came up to me and started talking to me about this, like, weird, like, privilege thing or whatever, and it's just fucking, I think I mentioned this at one point, and it just fucking pissed me off. Like, seeing like that.
That was a bird, yeah.
What the hell?
They do that all the time. Birds
really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen before.
They literally hit our house constantly.
Their brains got to be this big.
Yeah, smaller than that. But anyway, thanks for clapping and peeking.
Sorry, okay, but the bird just fucking decked the window with its head. Anyways.
Sorry we missed it, guys.
Anyways.
We'll have to get a 360
we'll turn it around. But anyways, so what was I talking about?
Yeah.
That fucking privilege dude. So I don't know why, but I talked about it one fucking privilege dude. He walked up to me and he like was talking to me about like how about how he had more privilege or whatever. And I just kind of like looked at him. I was like, okay. Just gave him the most blatant answer. I just fucking said what I needed to say. Didn't even talk about it anymore. But deep inside, that fucking pissed me off.
Yeah.
But I didn't let it show. You know what I mean? And like that was not the time to let it show. Like if I was in a safe environment and I was able to like confrontate with that person on a serious level.
I'm not even saying like safe. I'm just saying like convenience. Like it's just not worth your time.
No, yeah, exactly. Because it wasn't worth my time. But if it was worth my time and I had nothing else to do, sure, I'll agree.
I think Zach genuinely enjoys that though.
Yeah.
Which is
no matter the given circumstance or time or place, he'll argue.
I will be confrontational, but usually like I just can't be bothered. I really can't. Like I don't think there's anything that pisses me off enough to where like in public I'd be like, you fucked up my soy latte. Like deadass, I went to Starbucks and I had like I always get Starbucks gift cards. I don't know why, but I ordered a hot chocolate because I never get coffee. I only like mechanic coffee, goddamn. I only like shit. No, I like Folgers. Okay, shout out Folgers in the comments below. I only drink like Folgers.
Shout out Folgers.
Yeah, because I don't know. And I've had mochas and stuff like that, and they're actually good as fuck. If you ever had a mocha at Starbucks, it's good as fuck.
I've had those ones that you can get at like Speedway.
Oh, I'm talking about go to Starbucks. Oh but I get the cappuccino of those, which is basically chocolate. But But I'll usually get the hot chocolate and then like the cream or whatever. And they gave me like some weird like latte thing or whatever, and like I was like sipping on, I'm like, this fucking tastes weird as shit. And I pull in the parking lot or whatever, I'm just like sitting there, and like I read on the thing, and it's like some weird like latte soy fucking thing or whatever. I just drove home and drank it. Like, I really can't be bothered. I know some people are like, well, I paid money for it, so I want my thing. But like, I just don't think it fucking matters. Like, it's fine, it tasted good. It's not what I wanted, but like, it tastes good. Like, if this chair showed up and it was blue, I really wouldn't give a shit, because I don't want to fucking send it back and then wait for a new... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and maybe that's a bad thing, but like, I just don't give a shit.
No, that's not a bad thing, but also, to me, that's like, I'm like completely opposite.
So you would go back and be like,
I would go back. I would be like, listen, you fucked this up. Like, give me my shit.
I think like, if I was pissed, I would, but like, generally, especially in public, I won't do that.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't like fucking freak out. I'd just be like, hey, like, you messed it up. Like, can I get what I want?
Fucking toss it on her.
Dude, fuck you do to me?
That's why your husband left you, bitch.
No, like, I mean...
Anyway, you're single, so you wanna...
After I did...
Fix the drink, but then we can talk.
You're covered in coffee, just clean up and then we'll talk.
Scrub that shit off.
Give yourself a scrub down.
Yeah, we respect women on the Thought Closer podcast. We're actually powered by women. No, not him.
Oh,
that's where our money comes from. The people that are like in the computer, it's women.
No, those are women.
You know how it's like powered by Intel? Yeah, we have powered by women. It's just a bunch of women that are just mad. They're just screaming into a tube. Alright, sorry. I don't know.
God, you peeked the mic. Okay, anyways.
Good.
You slurping motherfucker.
Sorry.
You slurping. Anyways.
Don't point at them. Why is pointing rude?
Yeah, why is pointing rude?
Hey, you ever hear about... Hey, whoa, what the fuck? Why'd you point at me?
Like, point at me.
Is that a gun?
Knock it off. Point at him back.
Alright, keep going.
But anyways, okay.
We hit a big-ass road bump.
Yeah, we can't fucking get over it. What was I talking about?
So, well, we were talking about, like, Starbucks and giving you a drink
Oh, yeah, back. I would be the motherfucker that would go in there and do that. But it wouldn't be to the point where it's like I'd make a scene out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I would just, like, if I had to send this chair back, I'd just disassemble it, put it back in the box, and set it outside. Be like, all right,
I mean, if it was, like, hot pink, I'd probably send it back. But, like, if it was just, like, a little bit off, I just don't...
I would not like that soy latte or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, that shit would piss me off that I didn't like it. Because, like, I would want to do what you did and just drink it and go home.
Yeah.
But, like, it would piss me off that I didn't like it, so I'd go back and do it.
So you don't like soy stuff?
Well, it's not just that I don't like soy stuff. It's
you just wouldn't like that.
If I don't like it, then I'll take it back.
I mean, it wasn't my favorite. Would I get it again? No, absolutely not. But, like, it wasn't that bad. And, like, for me, there's few things that I generally won't eat. I don't think there's anything that I won't, like, eat if I need... Not even if I have to, if I just... I don't know, I can't find anything else.
Would you eat a giant-ass bug that had, like, guts and, like, juices in it?
If I was, like, Bear Grylls in it. But I remember, and I think maybe I've told this, but like
That's gross.
I don't know if I've told this before. You would if you're fucking.
Yeah,
I feel like anyone would if you're surviving in the. But I'm talking about like from day to day. There's nothing that I won't like eat. You know what I'm saying? Poolshay. No, I'm just saying like food wise. Poolshay. No. I don't know if I've told this before, the story on the podcast, but I'll just kind of breeze through it. Basically, I was at Adrian's and I woke up before him and I thought he went downstairs because I didn't notice him in his bed, which is retarded because I was on the floor. But I went downstairs and his papa was cooking breakfast.
Juan.
The Juaninator. His dad's just big, so we call him Juan, even though that's his name. By the way, in my contacts on my phone, it's just oh shit ... It's Juan. Because every time he calls me, it's about like he's always like trying to find Adrian or like I'm in trouble.
It's like oh shit, it's Juan.
Yeah, that's my reaction. But anyway, I go downstairs and Juan. Okay, this is at the time when I knew Adrian, but like I didn't really fuck with his family yet. I was still like pretty like shy. Like around Adrian, I was normal how I am now. Probably more retarded. But I get downstairs. I didn't really know Juan too much. I never really talked to him because I didn't really know how to interact with normal people. And obviously, he's like, they're a sports family. They all like sports and like they're all big and tough, whatever the fuck. And I make videos in my room. But I get down there and he's cooking up breakfast and he gives me like a plate of bacon and like waffles and shit like that.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
But then there's also this big like dinner plate, the big ones, plate just fucking piled with egg or whatever. And I don't like egg. I don't like scrambled eggs. I don't like any form of egg, except for, weirdly enough, raw eggs. I will eat raw eggs all day. I don't give a shit.
Really? You don't like scrambled eggs?
Nope, don't like them.
What?
I don't like eggs. I just don't. I'll eat raw eggs, which is fucking weird.
If you made me a full plate of scrambled eggs.
I don't like them, but I still ate them because I didn't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I don't want these, because he made them for me.
Not with cheese, though. Not with cheese. Don't put cheese in that shit. You listen? You hear me? Don't put cheese in your fucking scrambled eggs. That shit's gross.
My grandpa would put bananas in his cereal, and then he put ketchup on his mac and cheese.
Ugh.
Yeah. He's a cool guy, though.
Anyway, wait, hold on. Tomatoes and cheese?
What? Yeah.
That's the base. I mean, tomatoes and cheese.
He would put... No, I'm saying he put ketchup on his...
Yeah, tomatoes, ketchup,
yeah.
And then cheese, mac and cheese.
What's your point?
That's gross. It's a weird combo.
I never tried it.
It's not necessarily
but bananas
gross,
and
but
cereal's
it's
good.
a weird combo.
Have you ever had that? It's a weird combo, but that's just how he fucking did it.
It's a weird combo. Killing shit, bitch.
Dude, I remember back in the day of hanging out with my grandpa, because my parents they literally just left me with my grandpa.
Now, what
because they were
side
busy
is
with
this?
work. This is my grandpa Cranmore. Shout out Grandpa Cranmore. Basically,
okay,
I mean,
you didn't answer my question.
What?
Though.
This is my mom's side.
Okay.
He's not even like my real grandpa.
This is my grandma.
He's like my step grandpa, if that's a thing.
Okay.
You know, he's the divorced of my grandma. But we would wake up and we'd drink coffee or whatever, and then we would just go fuck with the farm. We'd feed the chickens and I think he had cows at one point and horses.
Wasn't this the grandpa that would take the mortars and just?
Yep, that was him. Actually, one time, and it is the July 7th, 6th right now?
It's the 6th.
Yeah. At one point, we were all sitting on lawn chairs. This was at my grandpa's farm, and they were setting off fireworks, and obviously I was too young to do that. And my mom was sitting here, next to me, and then on the other side of my mom was my sister. So my mom would be in the middle, and you're my sister. How's I say it? And basically, there was one of those big ass rockets, the one from Toy Story.
Right, the mortars.
Yeah, well, it looked like a rocket or whatever, and they put it in the fucking bucket, and he lit it, but everything tipped over when he ran away, and he goes shit, and the thing goes zips past my head, and then it hits I think it hits because there were these big brick pillars on the house or whatever that held up the big ass porch. He had a big ass porch,
the overhang or whatever.
Yeah. But they were huge things or whatever, and it smacked that and blew it behind us, and I was just I didn't move at all. Just and it went I could feel the heat on me.
Did your sister?
My mom chose, and what she did was, so I'm sitting here, and my sister's here, my mom's me, and she goes and fucking tackles Ashley to the ground hardcore momage, and I'm just.
That's awesome.
So my mom picked, but that's a good, but shout out my grandpa. He's a good
my
guy.
mom chose.
Yeah, my mom chose. But yeah, that's that.
Damn.
So that happened. Hillbillies.
That's some pretty insane stuff, though.
He's good.
Low-key think about it.
Good.
Having a fucking rocket zoom past your head.
Yeah, I've been to war.
Well, yeah, we talked about that last night. Or not. Yeah, wait, no. The other night.
4th of July.
Yeah. Well,
Happy 4th of July, by the way.
Yeah, happy Independence Day. About
Happy Dependence Day. Happy No Pendence Day. Happy Pen Day.
How would you live
Happy
from
Penn
a fucking mortar in your face?
Oh yeah, we talked about this. If you look down a mortar tube, not military, but a firework, and it shot up and blew up in your face, do you think you'd live or die?
Not necessarily blow up in your face,
we already
but
talked
just
about this, but
sit there and it just goes.
I'm saying it goes smacks you and then it falls, but it doesn't go all the way back down the tube. It blows up in the tube and just boom right there.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this and we came to the conclusion that will it kill you? Probably not. It'll fuck you up and you'll be left with some pretty bad burns. But I think it definitely could kill you.
I think if it hit you in the right way,
a kid, it would fucking kill you. It would kill
it would fucking send the kid flying.
A baby. No. The thing it holds the ball.
Just
baby parts.
Fucking.
Aww.
Everybody grab the umbrella. Here come the baby parts.
So
what time are we at?
We're at 58.
Wow.
But it's a special episode. And I want to talk about this. So this is my big plan for this video. And it's not that big. Maybe it'll be stupid.
I know we got to 58 without even doing your special thing.
Yeah. Well, it's all been planned. Because it's a special episode. So
2 hours?
I don't know if we'll do 2 hours. But, we'll talk about this until we beat a dead horse.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, I have a list here, and we can have a couple more if we want to, if we run out of things to say. But basically, I have some possible end-of-the-world scenarios, right? And They range.
Please tell me one of them is a nuclear holocaust.
Yep. Well, I have Fallout written, but yeah. The first one I want to talk about is zombies. Now, my thing here is what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about like what would be the best plan, like right as it happened. So for zombies, the world's about to end and zombies are being unleashed, and we're sitting here filming. All of these are starting with us sitting here filming the podcast. What are we gonna do first?
Okay, so
zombies.
Say we don't know that it happened.
I'm saying like we know. Like I don't know.
Okay,
how,
so right
really
now
care.
we know it just got into
Middle
our
of a
brain
podcast.
that the zombie apocalypse
First
started.
thing, I gotta stop filming.
Yeah, first thing we'd stop filming. Actually, no, we wouldn't stop filming.
Plays the Stranger Things intro.
No,
for some
but we
reason.
would. No, actually, I would. If you didn't take the GoPro, I would. Like, I would film. Like, I would.
I mean,
I
it would
wouldn't
be
make
cool to like have those moments.
I wouldn't make it a top priority, but I would definitely, if there was a chance to film, I would film.
Yeah, that would be cool. But
But,
I'm saying we got to survive, dude.
Right.
You know
so okay. So
it's just us. No parents.
I
Nothing.
think the first thing that we would do is grab like weapons and like gear.
Well,
like
we've got. I don't know if you guys.
we've got the bow. You've got that's an extremely nice weapon to have in the zombie apocalypse.
Well, I mean, that was pretty weak.
But, I mean, but it can still go through somebody's fucking brain.
And I'm a pretty good shot with the bow.
So if the bow,
I would definitely take this though.
I would take. I don't know what I would take.
We have stuff in the garage.
Yeah, I'd probably take something in the garage then.
We have an axe in the garage.
If you take the bow and the bat, and then grab like a bunch of shit in your closet, like a backpack, just pack your shit up, like anything that you need in here. We do that, and then I would go to the garage, grab like a weapon.
Actually, we have a hatchet in the garage. You take that.
And then, or maybe like a hammer, like fucking
Honestly,
Tyrese it.
Yeah,
and then.
Well, he had a long hammer. We don't have a long hammer.
But I mean, it's a hammer.
Yeah. Well, I just take the hatchet.
But anyways, and then after that, I feel like the first thing that we needed to do was go back to my house and get my shit. Because I have shit.
What do you have?
Like a backpack and like fucking. Because obviously you have your shit here. Like you have your backpack and like all your junk. I need my junk.
Really have anything that I'm gonna take. Like literally, I'm gonna take the bat, the bow. I'll probably break down the bow and I'll just throw it in my car. Like when we're doing that. We'll take both of our cars because we're gonna need cars. So I think
need gas.
We'll go to your cars. We'll go to your house. We'll get what you need or whatever. And then I think our next priority after we at least have some melee
I
weapons.
think we should go to the coast.
We need to get food first. So we go to like a supermarket and we just fucking. We're gonna have to fight though because
there's gonna be a ton.
So we need. Well, actually, if it's early as fuck, like within the hour of the no, I'm saying we just know, like okay, the zombies and shit like that, like we just know, like a plane crashes out there,
Zombies.
So that big, but yeah, like a plane crashes and we know like it's just the end of the world, like a radio happened, you know,
right,
like we just know it doesn't really matter.
That's what I meant. Like it just.
Yeah.
Oh, zombies.
So if that ever happens mid podcast, you're in for a fucking treat. But I think we go to the supermarket because there's a Kroger not too far from here.
Right.
We go in there and we just
that
get a
actually
bunch
would be very good because not very many people shop at Kroger.
Yeah.
A lot of people go to Walmart or some shit.
So we go there and we just get as much canned food as possible.
Dude.
Cans. What?
You know, it'd be dope. And it would be extremely hard to get there, especially with the fucking cars, because obviously, like not even an hour after the apocalypse, cars would start to pile up. You know, traffic lights would stop. You know, stuff like that.
So we would have to fucking zip.
So we would have to Costco, dude.
Hell, actually, what we might have to do is you go to your house, grab your shit, and I'll go to the supermarket and grab some cans. Because we're gonna need to get those cans quick.
Right.
It's bad to split up, but we'll. And then
I'd have to meet you there or try.
We'd make a meeting point. Because basically after that, we need to get out of Noblesville. We need to get the fuck out of the state.
I know. And so what I'm thinking is Costco, dude. You know where Costco is, right? It's like by Castleton.
Yeah, that's kind of far though.
Yeah, it's far, but dude, if you get into Castleton, they have the shit in Costco that it like lasts forever. Like, you ever seen those like fucking industrial cans of like pudding, like that shit?
If we can get there, like, good.
Cans.
But if not, we just get it. Because I'm gonna load my fucking car with these cans. I mean, I'm gonna come out with a grocery car. I don't even give a shit what I grab. Just cans. Doesn't matter.
Right.
So we get that, and then once we go to Costco if we can, right? Because that's gonna be rough with traffic.
Push comes to shove, Kroger.
It's gonna be rough with traffic as well together. But if we can, we'll swing by and see what's going on. But I don't want to have to like fight a bunch of people.
No, I understand.
Neither one of us can fight.
And Costco is not necessarily always busy. Yeah. Like normally people go to Sam's Club.
But it's just off like
Walmart.
a main road though.
Right.
Like we're gonna have to go through some traffic.
Right. We're gonna have to go through a lot of traffic to get there. So what I think we're doing, what I think we should do is that maybe while we're here, before I go back to my house and get my shit, we pull up a map and like start planning on where we can meet, to where we meet with our cars at a certain point and then we walk.
By the way,
Costco.
technology is still able. Right now.
Yeah,
We
like
still
I
have all
can
that.
still use my maps on my phone.
Now, obviously, cell towers are going to go down eventually,
Right,
but in the first hour,
that's
like this
fine.
is all the first hour.
Yeah. So power grids are still online.
So we plan a location that we meet. Where are we going to meet?
We would walk to Costco. That way we could be, number one, quiet about it, and number two, not necessarily bring so much attention and maybe avoid traffic.
But there's still going to be a lot of normal people. Like, zombies haven't taken over quite yet.
Right. But that's why we'd be quiet about it. We'd leave all our shit in our car. Obviously, maybe not like a weapon or something like that.
So you say we park far away from Costco. We walk in. How are we going to carry a bunch of shit out?
You said it. Shopping carts.
Do you want a shopping cart all the way back?
Yeah.
What if we have to go through woods?
No, shopping cart to like a certain point and just leave them there. And then once we know that we have all of our shit and like all of our stuff is in those shopping carts, and like that's what we need and that's what we're gonna get and like we're good. No matter what we encounter inside and we're done. One of us goes and grabs the car. One of us protects the shopping carts, brings the car back, loads up one of them, and if that's too much for one car, we go back to that meeting point, grab the other car, and bring it back.
Who's staying and who's going?
I mean, does it really matter?
Well, it kind of does.
Because I would trust you better with a fight.
We need to
with something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm bigger than you, and I could obviously fight.
Right, and I could probably drive quicker. Well, not quicker, but you know what I mean. Like I would be better.
But I'm faster than you, so I could run there faster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, because basically we have our charts. Like, here's your skill set. Here's my skill set. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we should do that necessarily based on like a situation, like on how like. Okay, so say we.
No, I'm saying like entirely.
No,
These
I
are
know,
a spreadsheet.
I know.
This is what would happen.
But like so like if we charted out our attributes and our abilities, and we took that into account of every situation that we did, we probably wouldn't get anywhere.
No, no, I'm saying like we just make a quick decision. Like I think in this situation, it would make it kind of makes sense for me to be.
More sense for you to go get the car.
Yeah, but it makes sense for me to be in both places though,
right.
Because I think I would do better in a fight. I think you would just need to hide. You need to hide with the food. I'm not saying that you're not going to be able to protect.
I mean, I'd be able to like kill zombies, but if a dude came up there and tried to kill me, or like another human, I probably wouldn't be able to handle my own.
Yeah.
Unless
you're
like
smaller, so they're not going to be that threatened.
Right.
Yeah, but I think weapons are definitely like we need weapons, but like we can't really get those.
And the next place that we should go is my dad's house because I have multiple like handguns.
Yeah,
there.
that's a good one. Well, and I have pistols here. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and your dad has an AR-15, so...
Yeah, I have an AR-15, and then we have a 40, and then a 38.
Yeah,
so
okay, well then, you get those three, I go back, and then after
you stay there with the M14, and you protect the food.
Yeah.
And I'll take a pistol. Because we're both pretty good shots.
Yeah,
I will say this, as far as like zombie apocalypse and just apocalyptic, well, actually just survival at all, one, we're both good shot. I'm a good shot with a bow. You're a good shot with a gun. I think we're both pretty good shots with a gun. I can handle a pistol really well. Like I handle a dick. No. And I think we both know more than the average Joe, especially our age, about like survival.
I agree.
A lot more. Like I mean, I've got a fucking book on it. Actually, we'll probably take that because that's gonna be good to have. Because like building forts and different stuff like that. But yeah, so I think that would be the plan. And then once that happens, once we get our food, our weapons, we get the fuck out. Well, we need to get the fuck out of Noblesville. That's for sure.
So would you want to go to like the coast?
Yeah, we're protected on one side. But where? I mean, the closest coast...
I mean, but even in Fear the Walking Dead, did you see that?
Yeah.
They come out of the ocean, dude.
Well, the closest coast is east.
But so it's heavily populated.
Yeah.
Heavily populated.
And there's going to be a lot of fucking zombies.
I think, dude...
By the time we get there, there's not going to be really any people.
I think one of the easiest things to do would possibly go to the southwest.
Maybe we go to Lonely Island. Do you know what that is? Mm-mm. It's literally above us. We'd have to get a boat and we have to go there, but it's an island.
Is that on Michigan?
It's above Michigan. It's like in the middle of those lakes, like the Great Lakes, stuff like that.
Really?
Like and it's called the Lonely Island because no one lives there. It's totally uninhabited. If we go there, dude, low-key set.
I don't know. That'd be scary though, because you think that nobody lives there, and then you get that kind of mindset. It's like, oh. Well,
but if we get there early and maybe establish some grounds or whatever.
But who's to think somebody else doesn't have that idea?
Exactly, because they're going to be closer. Some people probably already have plans for that kind of shit. But I think that would be ideal if we could find an island and just do that. But then again, tsunamis and natural weather.
See, one thing that would be really cool for me, or
because we have to think about all that kind of stuff too.
I'm thinking like southwest, like Arizona, New Mexico, like Texas area.
Middle of the desert.
Yeah.
The problem is water, though. We need to make sure we have water.
But near the coast, like that kind of area, but on the coast, like the Gulf.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Because we have
like,
desert.
Yeah, and then we
miles of desert behind us,
also,
and then
yeah, we have
the ocean.
miles of desert that way, and then we have the ocean
Build a
right
shelter.
on that side, and either that or we could build a boat.
Build a shelter or build a
Or
boat.
find a boat. You know, we could find roam the coast and find a.
But I'm
yacht.
saying like we get RVs and stuff like that and link them and stuff. And we make a little fort, and obviously, I mean, we're gonna have to fight if people come by.
Oh yeah, that's why we'd have to go scavenge. We'd have to be at least near some place that we could drive to at least scavenge.
And then we have to worry about gas stuff like that. But I think that would be a good. That's like our good little plan there.
Scratch everything we just said.
Great.
Let's just go find Matt Carringer.
Yeah, let's just find Matt Carringer because he's got a bunker. Well, he's gonna be having a bunker.
And he has like.
Well, and he even said he's like, if you guys make it here, he's like, just we can survive. He's a YouTuber, guys.
And he has fucking guns galore, so.
Because you know Matt Carringer is gonna make it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Motherfucker's gonna be Negan.
Dude, no, he's gonna be fucking Rick, but like a really nice Rick. Where like you're gonna roll up on Rick, he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, how many people have you fucking killed?"
Bang! He just starts killing people. But yeah, I think honestly, we should stick to that plan. We do that. We set up. I think that's a good plan because I think for the early stages, we just need to get ourselves the fuck out.
Because that was the one problem with Rick's group is he had no idea where they wanted to go.
Yeah,
they were the CDC,
they didn't know.
Fort Benning. Let's go to Georgia or let's go to fucking.
We have a plan and we go to that.
Here, you know, like we need to establish where we're going to be, when we're going to be there, and how we're going to get there.
Basically, what we're doing here is we're making a plan for. The problem is that now they know where we're going. But honestly, though, I mean, if you guys can make it,
I mean, we don't mind people tagging along, but
we need people. But like, we need to set rules. That,
the one thing.
The first little bit, we're not picking up anyone. I don't give a shit who it is. You and me are going.
Yeah, the one thing.
I don't think that we need.
The one thing that you and I need to do.
Girlfriends.
I don't have to worry about that.
I do.
But,
I don't know why you high-five me.
I mean, but anyways, yeah, I know, that was fucking sad, sorry. But no, I think the one thing, I mean, even if people did see us and like we were the kind of person to take them in, it wouldn't be our number one priority to keep them safe.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be our priority to keep us safe.
Well, we're
not necessarily you keep me safe
and
I keep you safe, but like you keep you safe and me keep me safe, but together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we are the group. And obviously people aren't going to know where we're going on the coast. But yeah, if people come in and they follow us and they know, like obviously if they watch the podcast, they're friendly for the most part. But I think for the first little bit, like we don't worry about anything. And I know that seems kind of fucked up to like not go and like look for family. Like I'll probably be in LA. Like, come on. Okay. So we bring people like that, but like I just don't think it's like we shouldn't. And no offense to Zach, but like I don't think we should go out of our way to get Zach or even get like Josh and stuff like that.
Right.
Like they have to make it on their own, like just like we're doing. Because like we just need to get out fast.
Like,
you can't have a group and they're like, okay, move. Just big ass.
Like, even if you guys knew about it, like
come with us.
Yeah, like come with you. Like come with us. Like if you know where we're gonna be, like
don't try and find us here.
Yeah,
go there.
Yeah. Like if you know where we're gonna be, then get there and meet us there. Okay. Don't try and get with us and then go with us.
The next one is now I love zombies. Anyone who knows me, especially you know I love zombies. Have you guys heard Post Malone's new song? It's got zombies in it.
Really?
Fuck yeah. He's a zombie. Okay. The next one. This is like I think this is the coolest, and this is the coolest to me because this is the most real. I think. Actually, I know is an EMP. If another country were to unleash an EMP. And the entire United States grid line, because the United States grid line, I don't know if you know, it's very, very weak. It's outdated. It's shitty. So if they were to release enough EMPs, well, one, in this scenario, all EMPs were done. We're done for. So what this means, there's no zombies. Obviously, shit like that doesn't exist.
Their technology, power, water.
So your phone's not going to turn on.
Right.
Your cars aren't going to turn on. Everything is fried. Everything that has a little bit of technology, it's gone. Even if everything with a chip is gone, it's done. So we're fucked. So basically, we're going to have to not only worry about, okay, so zombies aren't a factor, so that's good. But I think this is worse because, one, it's very real. This could very well happen. Maybe it already did. Maybe the camera's not even on now. But it could happen, right? It is. But they unleash an EMP, and now we're going to have to worry about invading countries and stuff like that kind of stuff. So this is going to be a lot more artillery-based and defense-based.
Yeah, because the good thing about... I know that the military does have precautionary measures against an EMP, a large nationwide EMP.
But I'm saying, like, they've unleashed an EMP, and then we have a bunch of countries coming in and attacking us.
The U.S. military, I think the Army, the Air Force, and maybe the Marines. No, definitely the Marines. They all have countermeasures against an EMP, where like they've created and designed multiple versions of different things like planes, tanks, guns, or anything.
You can
that don't necessarily
like Air Force One. It can resist an EMP.
Right.
It won't go down.
Like those things, like the military has designed precautionary measures against an EMP. Like they've developed tanks, planes, like artillery that don't need electricity or anything that like World War II. Literally everything ran off of like fucking willpower.
Well, and they were talking about an EMP that could wipe out the country back in World War II. Yeah, so imagine what they could do now.
Yeah, it's insane. But
so we still have military. The civilization is still somewhat, but here's the thing. I can't communicate with anybody.
Right.
The president's not going to do a broadcast. He can't. There's no tech. At least not in my home. There's nothing in my home that's going to survive that. How's he going to talk to me? How's he going to talk to anyone? You know what I'm saying? So basically we're alone, but there are obviously precautionary measures. There's places that we can go. It's not just the total end of the world. It's the end of the United States for sure. So what I'm thinking is maybe we leave the United States. Or do we stay here? I feel like a part of me is like we should leave, we should get out and survive, but a part of me is like this is our country, we got to stay here.
I feel like we should stay here, but I mean if something did happen like an invasion, like we would.
I'm talking about like Red Dawn. Yeah, you ever seen that movie?
No.
Okay, well Red Dawn basically I think it's Japanese, I'm pretty sure. And they invade the United States and basically it's like all out war across and like the kids have to like not the kids, but like they're kinda our age, they end up surviving.
They get drafted.
Well, they survive and they're living here and it's like apocalyptic United States and they're fighting the Japanese because everything's a war zone and they build camps and they try and like survive.
That wouldn't happen. We would they would invade and they would like get on the western coast and we'd just go and they would die. Yeah, there's no way that Japan could do anything. Well, what time period was this set in? World War II?
No. This was like
that would not happen.
It was well, it's a cool idea.
We would just like drop a couple nukes on Japan.
Anyway, that's basically.
And they would be like, wait, they'd be pointing their guns at Japan, and they'd just like turn around and see the two big explosions, and be like, wait a minute.
What's a flag? Flag. But so basically, this is kind of like a Red Dawn scenario.
I mean, if say the Ruskies invaded from Anchorage, you know where Anchorage is, right?
No. Anchorage
is in Alaska.
Okay.
And that's the closest point of land invasion from Russia, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's like me trying to fucking figure out your name. Dennis? Okay. So, if they invaded from Alaska...
Please don't.
Then...
So you're saying the Russians invading from Alaska?
Right, okay. Then we wouldn't know. Because, number one, they'd have to travel through Canada. They'd have to fight the Canadians. Because the Canadians aren't going to allow that. You know what I mean? The Canadians...
like, oh, sure.
The Canadians are a part of the UN, I think.
Anyway, they'd still be like, oh, sure, go on.
No, they would. They'd fight back. But,
fuck it, we'll help you.
The Canadians, depending on how big the EMP was, seeing as if the Canadians still had their technology.
Some of their... I definitely think by the border, some stuff would be
they would definitely have a chance of stopping...
They would help. I think they would.
Oh yeah, they would definitely have a chance of stopping. I mean, Canada, dude, in World War II.
Well, and then we have to worry about Mexico.
Mexico, yeah, that border problem, yeah.
There's a lot of cartel and shit like that.
And also depending on how big that EMP was.
Not to mention crime here, because people are going to be robbing places.
Yeah.
Let's take a TV. It doesn't work. Hey, we're in the middle of a show.
Why not? Well, okay. So I mean. Even with that, depending on how big the border was, or depending on how big the EMP was, if it fried out some of Mexico too, I feel like they would be sort of in the same spot. Like, they wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, everybody fucking, America's vulnerable, let's get it. Mm. Like, they'd be like, oh shit, we just got hit by the EMP too, like, we need to figure our shit out too. Mm. Like, I don't think they would.
But I'm not saying them. I'm not saying Mexico as like a whole. I'm saying like the cartel and people like that. Like, we're dealing with bandits there.
I mean, they already come in. Like, I don't know.
I know, but I'm saying more of them are going to come in, and plus more crime is going to happen here because we can't really do much. I mean, we're still going to have cops and stuff like that, but
I don't know. It would just be. I mean, and I feel like shortwave radios and stuff like that would come back on, especially with people, actually knowing. Do
you think a lot of people would die?
Actually, no. I feel like a lot of people just keep on living their lives.
But what are you gonna do though? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I feel like if push came to shove, like, I feel like once it happened, everything would just shut off. You'd be like, and most people would say, most people would be like, oh wow, is a power outage or something? And then they would check like their phone, and then it would turn on, and be like, what the hell? And they'd go out and they'd like maybe walk out of their neighbor or like walk out of their house and look around, and all the neighbors are also standing out there, and they're talking to each other. People would start talking about it, and then they'd be like,
I'm assuming happened. The worst. Like, obviously this isn't going to be
I feel like people, like, in a realistic point of view, I feel like people would just come back into their house, sit down, like, light candles, read books, like, and then, like, have the food that they already have now.
But my point is obviously this is an end of the world scenario, right? Right. This is a stage 4 real world. Okay, this is like, obviously, I think that's pretty valid. I think people would be kind of like, okay, what the fuck? And then, like, obviously, yeah, you light candles, you read books, you play board games, you talk with people. Because you're not going to be on your phone, you're not going to be editing, nothing like that. You're going to be in your house, or maybe people are going to play in the streets. You know, people are going to be talking shit over just like a normal power outage. You go on the streets, you're like, hey, you got a power out, you know, stuff like that. And then I think, yeah, it will go back to normal, meaning people are just going to stay. I mean, you can't drive anywhere, you're not going to be able to go anywhere. Right. You just have to stay home. But I'm saying, like, it gets worse. Like, I know U.S. is pretty badass, but, like, we get invaded. Now, I don't know how far they'd get. We are getting invaded, though. So I think people are going to die on a coast. Like, they're going to get invaded. They're going to start dropping bombs. Like, they're going to want to... This is basically a country. I don't give a shit in what country. I really don't care. But basically, they have the power to drop EMPs, and they attack. I'm not going to put any names on any countries, but you know what I mean. They're attacking us. They have the intent to kill and destroy us.
Definitely got a good advantage.
I know, but don't put names on it. Just go with it.
It's not like fucking Russians are going to be watching this.
I have Ukrainian viewers on my channel.
Yeah, but they're not from Russia. That's from
But they're Ukrainian, so they're kind of close.
Did you actually know that Ukraine and Russia are...
Yeah. They hate me. I got that.
So anyways...
And I have people from Russia watching too.
Anyways, Russia definitely has the possibility to do that. And I know that Russia and America are in cahoots.
I think
like
our plan is not as elaborate as the zombie apocalypse, but I think what we do is we equip ourselves, we get ready for a fight, right? So we have food, we have weapons, and we're ready to defend, but we just stay here. We don't go out and do anything. Maybe we get out of Noblesville, maybe. I don't know. I'm saying we stay here, though, and we just defend.
Yeah, honestly, to me, dude, I feel like being able to stay in the shadows most of the time would be the best option. Like, if...
I know, but for a zombie apocalypse, you definitely need to get your ass up and go.
No, I know that, but for in this situation, being able to hide in the shadows... We stay here and defend, yeah. No, I don't feel like drawing attention to yourself, especially if there was an invasion coming, would be the best idea.
I'm not saying that.
Like, okay, well, what I mean by, like, what I think that you mean by defending is, like, boarding up windows, like, getting everything ready for, like, a fucking fight. Like, to me, like, if there were dudes...
Well, we are getting ready for a fight, but you're not making it very visible outside.
Yeah, I know, but, like, if there were, like... say somehow there was an invasion and there were helicopters flying around and they were scouting out areas and there were troops, tanks.
Well, if that's it, then we leave.
Well, what I'm thinking is that you just fucking hide.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. Because they're gonna send people down. People are gonna invade the houses. They're gonna be looking.
No, not here. Definitely not in like a house or something like that. Like you take off. Yeah, and hide in, like, the woods or some shit. Like, somewhere where they wouldn't look. You know what I mean?
I think they would check the woods. I mean, they're going to scope everything out. They're going to want to kill people.
But, I mean, like, in the Hunger Games, obviously that's, like, extreme. But, like, you remember when, what's-his-face, like, camouflaged himself as, like, a tree?
Yeah.
Like, that shit. Like, just being able to, like, cover up with leaves or some shit. But we need to get out of
this kind of areas.
I mean, if they already invade, and then they move on to, the next area, and then the next area, and then you're still hiding here and there's nothing going on... You're kind of in the clear.
Yeah. Assuming they don't find you, though.
Right.
But they're going to come into houses, they're going to flip beds, they're checking.
Not here. I'm not saying hide in here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, maybe just running off into the woods and hiding. But, like, hiding in a place where, like, you're ready with your rifle, you're ready to fight if you need to.
Yeah, no, you're in the dirt. Yeah. You have leaves covering you, and you're sitting there with this rifle. And, like, there you can hear tanks and helicopters flying around, and, like, you can hear, like, troops, like, walking near you. Right. And, like, you're sitting there, and, like, they all pass by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe some of them come close to you, but they don't see you.
I think they would check the woods. I'm saying, I think you just need to... I mean, you can't really drive, though. So, yeah, I guess you just need to hide. But, yeah, just make sure that you're ready. And then I think once they pass... That's when you come back into like the recreational area. You see who's alive. You see who they got. Obviously, you got to get the bodies out and shit like that. And then I think you start fortifying, because the military. Let's say maybe they just don't even arrive. You know what I'm saying? But like, here's the thing: if
like
a country invades us, and let's say they just start fucking life, and they get the best of us, okay? They take out our military. They take hostages. They kill people. They slaughter thousands. Okay, a lot of people are dead. And we're all like hiding here. We've fortified this neighborhood. No one's getting in, no one's getting out, for the best of our ability, right? Everybody's like equipped, everybody's ready for a fight. You know, obviously some people are gonna like hide around, they're not gonna want to be part of that, but they're gonna need to be. So we're hiding and we're fortifying. How the fuck do we fight an entire country? I think we do our best.
That's why you need to hide. I mean, yeah, good old American spirit, try your best. Fight until the very end for your freedom. But
once they leave, do we book it to Canada or try and like find sanctuary somewhere else, or do we stay here and we fight till our last guy?
I mean, for me, I would fight. I wouldn't be the one to flee. Yeah, I would hide in a moment like that, especially if it was like where I would have no chance. But if it were to give me a chance in the future, an actual fighting chance in the future, then I'd take it. I would hide.
I say we stay here, we try and like figure things out, see what's going on, see who's alive, see who's not, see who's injured, like take care of those people, we fortify, we defend if people start coming in. Because obviously not the entire country is going to surround us all at once. Not yet, at least.
But yeah, there's definitely going to be like, alright, there's a neighborhood near fucking Noblesville. We need like a squad to go.
That's what I'm saying. You get your stuff together, you get everybody healed, you get everybody back on their feet, and you're like, okay, now we leave. We get the fuck out of here. We don't fight. Because you're going to lose. And I know maybe there's like some honor in that, but like there's just not. There's no point in fighting that. You leave and you pray to God that the military is gonna help. They're gonna fight back, and you know, kudos to them if they win. Then we all come back and like the United States rebuilds itself. But I feel like we just need to leave, because no one in this neighborhood. Obviously, there's some Marines and veterans and stuff like that, but no one in this neighborhood is really equipped to fight an entire fucking country that's destroying the U.S. of all places.
No, yeah, of course not.
I just think we leave. We come. Maybe there's like 20 people that survive. We just get the fuck out. It's gonna be a dangerous trip, obviously, because we're gonna be doing it on foot because there's EMPs. But like, I think that's kind of the best bet, for me at least. I think that's what we should do.
Can you imagine how cool you would be if like you were standing up on a wall and like you could just see like a squad of like enemies coming towards you, and like this was your last stand. And like dead. All you had, like, it was just your rifle.
But you're dead.
And like you could just like, you know, that's fat ass American shit. You know what I mean?
I just don't think it's.
Like you could be a fat ass American.
You gotta bring it. This is a podcast. You gotta bring it down. You gotta bring it down. I mean, I agree with you. That would be cool to make a stand for your country and defend.
Be a fat ass fucking American.
It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me.
What time are we at?
Minute 27. Or an hour 27.
A minute and 27.
Do we do another one?
It's up to you.
Okay, because my next two are Jurassic Park and Fallout. Because I'm thinking like, look at this. Can I explain this? So basically, Jurassic Park isn't like a zoo breakout. This is like just the universe decides to fuck us in the ass, and then all of a sudden,
with dinosaurs,
the Cretaceous period comes back, and it's just fucking here. So now there's like fucking all kinds of dinosaurs. The Kylosaurus, the T-Rex,
dinosaurs, and everything's like getting overgrown like extremely quickly.
Yeah, just like fucking Jumanji. Like everything just like, oh shit. Or we could do it like, we have a Jurassic Park here in the United States and they all break out. And there's millions of dinosaurs invading.
I'm pretty sure a couple of fucking AT rounds from a M1 Abrams could take down a... But hell, even one tank round could take down a fucking T-Rex.
But there's going to be a lot of T-Rex. There's going to be a lot of
there's a lot of M1 Abrams.
Okay, here's the thing, jackass. We're in a neighborhood with none of that for miles.
Yeah, so we just hide. Yeah, how do you think they got away from it on an island?
They're going to be trampling through houses and stuff like that. So you think we just hide?
Yeah.
Do you think we prepare ourselves?
Yeah.
I think we should hide.
There's a fucking T-Rex.
There's a goddamn dinosaur in my pool.
Like,
what kind? Does it matter? It's a fucking dinosaur.
Call the military. I don't know. I feel like the military would extremely respond to that lickety split.
There's dinosaurs all around the world.
There's a fucking T-Rex outside.
All dinosaurs are back. Every dinosaur. So in the oceans, in every single country, all of that.
Bro, you'd be screwed if you were in the ocean.
You're on a boat.
Like tiny little boat.
The megalodon comes up and just takes a bite out. Oh shit, fuck, damn.
Just this tiny little ass boat. That shit would be bad. Yeah.
But yeah, I think hiding and like equipping yourself with weapons to maybe deter stuff. But like if a T-Rex comes around, fuck, man, shit. I think we'll end it here.
Shit.
Okay, you're kind of off the hook, so I think we're gonna end it here. I hate you so much. But yeah, so there you go. If zombies happen, we're going to the coast.
But nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, we can do that next time. I mean, we're at a 30 minutes. You're like weird right now. You're hype. You gotta bring. You gotta bring it down. If we're gonna keep.
Okay, nuclear holocaust. If that shit happened, bro, you know what I would do?
Well, first we need to get to a bunker.
Truth. No, this is the honest truth. I'd run towards it.